and our home team. Kickoff is moments away, so let's get you out to our commentators. As standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Godden with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up the big play. These safeties are going to get tested all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra plays in order to try and score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback, standing at 6'5".
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Pitch first. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Four down, four down. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go, here we go.
First down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That one a first down pickup of 8.
On the set. Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. Hey, 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 hey. 5.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. Looking outside, he's got him in. It's Pierce. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
That's it.
And let's look defensively at the starters.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the 3rd linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl, but not for that reason. When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety in the NFL. Around 215 pounds. He's gotten a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays has made him one of the most valuable linebackers in the NFL. They made the right choice leaving him at that spot.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's taken down inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or
Set,
maybe
ready,
you tighten down on the receivers, bump the ball for their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail?
Ready.
They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Tackle. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be a pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What the columnists write, possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Don't be scared. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Come on, they'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Not today.
Hit it. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And here's a look at the offense's starting unit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the run.
He'll
Ready.
look to throw. And he comes gives them a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Ready to break.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Come. Fire.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here. And he's got one wide open, complete. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
2 times. 3 down. Hey, check go. 3 down.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant.
Get it.
2nd and 4. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
We play to win. Let go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Second and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Shoot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Too little, cut.
5.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Down.
Line of scrimmage,
15,
again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Hey, come on out here.
2nd and 10.
Come get some.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Let's go.
Break.
51's the mic. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Let go.
They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction Make sure you got your best people
on,
in
set.
the area to try and
70,
take that
Indy.
away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the
check.
incompletion on
Check.
first down. They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards there off the scoreboard, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Set. 10-2 soft.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kicker is right there. It's good, and they'll do it for the first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players,
Ready, set.
and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement
Mike
area.
53. We want this.
Snap.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll drop to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
You run.
Hit it.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Oh, get him! Get him! Get him!
Ready!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. His throw incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch the screen!
Now back to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
Be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Well, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The improv back there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Let's see what you got. Get it.
They'll set up to throw. Go on the right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make for it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, fired a bullet in there for the completion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ready?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check me out. Check me out.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing no, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big River. Big River.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slant.
2nd and 5. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
53, Mike.
This quarterback now, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a
ready?
first down. The first down carry for Davis. Zone now down at about the 19. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Go now.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We got this.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
15 line.
Danny.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Hey, there he is.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Break.
51, Mike 51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mike. Set go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got one wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
Get it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Go.
They'll run it now. Out of bounds. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throw outside complete. It's Edwards.
Here we go.
Here we go. The first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Dude.
Now 2nd and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
So 3rd down now.
50,
They need the 27-yard line for a first.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hit it.
Back to throw here. For a running, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the tray before he's dropped. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball is anymore.
It's caught. Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Getting the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Fire.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points. Go by the wayside on that one.
2nd and 4. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. Him within a point now. It's 14-13. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2
now.
here in the
30
second
base.
quarter.
Check, 42's the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Completes it to Davis. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. As they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'll go. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Going for a right side here, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight right, tight right. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
On the
And
ball.
they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out, so 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
On the ready.
42's the mic. Watch the run. Check, tight right, tight right, tight right. Solo out there.
Down.
Looking to throw. And it will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Big grip.
2nd and 10. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York.
Down. 8, read.
Hey, pick your game up.
2.
To throw again. Another incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
There's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
It's our field. It's our field.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. from 3 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Fire.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On the
last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check 50.
Let go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down, then set inside the 40, and finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here we go.
First and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 31. They'll drop the throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ready to go. Snap.
2nd and 1. With the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. In this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
Sleep river. Sleep river.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shoot.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown.
Ready.
The offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Strip that ball.
Hit it.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion. And they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
53. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a...
Ready?
Check
They
back,
begin
check
with a
back.
run by Davis. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Down.
One play
30
has him
base.
up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We want it. Come to my work.
Get up. Fire.
They'll set up the throw. And they'll find Davis. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Get it.
The kicker here is complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Ready,
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Clear. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Now.
Back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Big river.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Second and 5. This is caught. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Go. Ready?
He can run for it and he will. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready! 60 or.
Wrap it.
5.
Second and 11. And now he'll tuck it and run. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. But they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Davis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Second and 6. This one caught by Davis. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Set. 8, read.
Check 53, block. Check right.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You better be ready next time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hatch it.
Now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. Shedding through the defense. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch the pass.
Big grip.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to punch it into Davis. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So here's the home side to take over on offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Got it.
51, Mike, 51. Here we go, here we go.
Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Man, I got you.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Fire!
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Set, ready,
all right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They open Marty Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Come. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Another loss. Another loss. Another day.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On the ready.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Snap.
2nd and long. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the
Big grip. Big grip.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
check.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Ready. 90 Wolf.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hit it.
On 1st down, it's Davis. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame.
Go now.
3-yard loss to
60
start
yards.
the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ready.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
60 Pittsburgh.
They can't hang with us.
And he'll find his man on the outside. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, One of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here we go. Leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First down now, but the clock rolling.
Let's go. Hurry up.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Come on, set.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Oh, he's got one wide open, complete. And they rattle off a big one. Even 50 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape when he goes down. A good response by the defense, setting them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Come on.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
51's the mine.
Now.
They're going to look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again.
That's right. Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.